This book is a game changer. Let's talk about some of the biggest takeaways so that you can start making more money right now. Hey, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. A lot of my videos focus on how you can land more clients in your business and make more money. Since starting this channel, I have connected with a lot of you and talked about what is stopping you from making more money. You guys, we all have some serious issues with money. The toxic, limiting thoughts, the self-destructive attitudes, holy cow. It's no wonder so many people struggle to make more money. But it's okay, we're gonna talk about how to overcome all of that in this video. I know that money blocks have been a huge obstacle for me and something that I am consistently working through every single day. And eliminating those blocks, or at least silencing them a little bit, has been pivotal in scaling my business to where it is today. I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that I would own a business that generates 6 figures a year in revenue. It just was never in my realm of possibility. And that's why it took me so long to own a business that makes 6 figures a year in revenue. When I started rewiring my mind, everything else followed. Everything fell into place. And it's because it all starts here. Everything. This is why mindset is so huge. And it's something I've talked about before on this channel. For example, I've got this video where I share some of my favorite affirmations for business owners. If you haven't checked that out yet, I'm gonna drop the link below this video. I've read a ton of self-help and money books, and a lot of them have been great. But the thing is, a lot of them kind of just regurgitate the same information. So after a while, it stops having an impact on you because you've already heard it before. Enter rich as you can read. I'm not gonna say it just in case YouTube flags me. Ugh. If I could get naked and make love to this book, I swear to God I would. It is that good. Let's start with the author, who you probably guessed is this very attractive woman bathing in a bathtub full of cash. Coincidentally, this is how I bathe as well. Amanda Frances, she talks the talk and walks the walk. What I love about her is that she actually has the background to be talking about money. She actually went to school to become a therapist, got her master's, but ended up kind of pivoting and is now a business coach and a money coach, helping women all over the world to release their money blocks and make more money. And the reason I believe she's in a good position to be teaching this, aside from the fact that she's loaded, is that money blocks are so deeply ingrained. They are mental issues and psychological issues and spiritual issues. So as a therapist, as a counselor, she's probably got some good insight on that. She's not just some rando who's all, money is energy, raise your frequency. She does talk about that stuff, but holy cow, is she good at it. Whenever I recommend anything to you, whether it's books or software or tools, I don't take that lightly, because if I recommend something to you that sucks, it makes me look bad. So I'm really selective with the stuff that I share. I can recommend this book wholeheartedly. Yes, she's speaking to a female audience, but even if you're a man or you identify as a man, you will learn something from this. It really applies to everyone. If you've got money blocks, if you've got toxic or unhealthy or self-limiting beliefs about money, you will learn something from this book. In this video, I just want to share some of the biggest takeaways that had the most profound effects on me, and I think that they're going to help you too. You guys, for real, I finished reading it once and I immediately started reading it again, and I'm actually going through and highlighting it. I took out a highlighter and I'm highlighting parts of it. I haven't done this since college. I feel like I'm back in college, except I hated college and I love this book. All right, the first takeaway, listen to this. You are worthy because you are. This really hit me so hard because I've always thought that I needed to achieve a certain level or a certain status in my business in order to be worthy of reaching my goals. Nope, I already am. I already am worthy. So are you. Your desires are already valid right now as you are. You don't have to wait for anything. You don't need to wait to deserve your desires or earn your desires. You already do. You already deserve them just because you want them. That's all it takes. So if you want to make $1 million this year, you should. You deserve it and you should. Period. You are already worthy of everything you want. Takeaway number 2, Making more money isn't just about working harder. This cut deep. I work like a dog. I always have. And my thought process has always been, if I want to make more money, I'm just going to work more hours. I'll work later into the night. I'll work weekends. I'll work holidays. I'll work when nobody else is working so that I can get further along. Wrong. That's all wrong. That's not to say you won't have to work hard or that hard work isn't important. Nothing replaces having a great work ethic. But here's the problem. One of the biggest lessons I'm still learning, and I have to remind myself of this every day, maybe you can relate, there's a huge difference between working hard and working smart. The problem is that working hard has a limit. There is a plateau. You will run out of hours in the day. You will burn out. You will become sick and tired from working too much. That's inevitable. If you work too much, you will become sick and tired. Working smart never has to end. Working smart doesn't plateau, doesn't hit a ceiling, and it will never stop making you money. Working hard is doing everything by myself, which I did for a very long time. Working smart is investing in a team to help me manage the workload, okay? Working hard is manually sending out emails to people who subscribe to my list. Working smart is setting up automations and workflows in my email software so that it will do a lot of the heavy lifting for me. There's one more layer to this. You do not have to struggle and wear yourself down and beat yourself into a state of exhaustion and depression in order to earn and deserve more money. This was something else I had totally wrong. Yes, building a business is going to be challenging and it's going to be uncomfortable and you'll have to change. Change can be really tough. So it's not always going to be a walk in the park. That's not the point of what she's saying. What she's saying is that struggling and suffering, these things aren't a prerequisite to earning more money. They are not required for financial success. Do you ever feel like it can't be easy and it shouldn't be easy, like making more money is supposed to suck the life out of you? Drop me a comment if you can relate to that. This is a huge mental block for me. I've always felt kind of this struggle and this tension in trying to grow my business. Really, that was kind of self-inflicted. It doesn't have to be that way. Takeaway number 3, we all have energetic set points. That's what she calls them, and you can change your energetic set point. We all have in our minds a minimum amount of money we expect to make or a minimum amount of money we need to have in our bank account. Even if we haven't consciously actively set those numbers, we have them. It's that number where you go, okay, as long as I have this much money in the bank, I'm fine. So as an example, when I first started freelancing, which was 11 years ago, oh God, it sounds so sad to say this out loud now. I would tell myself, as long as I make $500 a month from my writing, I'll be good, I'll be happy. And I remember that there was a point when I would think, as long as I have $6,000 in my checking account, I'm good. Those were my energetic set points. Those were the requirements, the minimums that I placed on myself. I told myself and I felt and I accepted, okay, you need at least that much money. And I always hit those numbers. I had just made up in my mind that you need at least that much money. I became very comfortable with those energetic set points, and I felt them and accepted them and believed in them. But as you probably guessed, at a certain point, those numbers weren't enough anymore. I wanted to make more, so I raised my energetic set points. These days, those numbers look very different. They're much higher, so those are my new energetic set points. So if you want to make more money, one of the first things that you need to do is raise your energetic set point and really, I believe she words it as feel into it. Meaning you start to embody it and believe it and get comfortable with it. Pick a number that you really believe, you really know you are capable of making, because you have to really believe it in your mind in order for it to become your reality. In my case, I'm starting to play around with $20,000 months. That's my current energetic set point. I picked that because I've already been in 5-figure months for a little while now. I've gotten comfortable here. I know what I need to do to make that much money. And initially, I had said, okay, I want my new energetic set point to be $50,000. And I was my immediate reaction was like, you can never make that much in a month. So after reading this, I told myself, I was like, oh, okay, Meg, you aren't ready for that yet. So lower it a little bit so that it'll be a number I really believe in. So I picked $20,000 and I'm working really hard to really, really believe in that number and feel it and know that that is a perfectly reasonable monthly revenue for my business. So now I'm telling myself, yeah, as long as I pull in 20 grand a month, I'll be cool. And here's how I know I've picked the right energetic set point. I think $20,000 months, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm already really comfortable with it. 50,000, that'll come next. I think I have a little more work to do before that can be my new set point. So pick a number that you can honestly feel as your new normal. And by first believing it and allowing that to become your new normal, you are going to manifest it and call it into existence. If you are rolling your eyes at the word manifest, get out of here. Takeaway number 4. Money has no thoughts, no feelings. It is only responding to you. If you say things like, I hate money, I'm broke, I can't afford that, it's too expensive, money is going to respond to that. And as a result, you are going to manifest more lack. You will lack money. But if you say, I love money and money loves me, I'm a money magnet, I make money every day, it's so easy, you're going to manifest abundance. You determine your relationship with money. You might have caught this in my last video. If you missed this, I'll drop the link below. I actually say in this video, I love money and I love making money writing because I'm a writer. This was very intentional. This isn't something I would normally say, but I made a point of saying it out loud on camera to get myself more comfortable with having a positive relationship with money. Normally, if I were to kind of force myself to say that, my reaction would be like, that's bad. You need to have positive thoughts towards money, and in return, money will respond positively toward you. Money has no thoughts or feelings. It's only responding to you. So cool. Takeaway number 5, many of the rules that you've been told to follow are complete and utter BS. I know that's broad, so here's an example. Growing up, I've loved writing my whole life. I've been writing for as long as I can remember. And as I started getting older and more serious about making this my career, I was told repeatedly by many different people, writing is a hobby. You can't make money writing, it's not a real job. Go get a real job, go get a practical job. Which I did, by the way, it never worked out. I was told by someone else in my life, a little earlier in my 20s, that I should pause all of my efforts toward building a writing business in favor of starting another kind of business that was more practical. I was told to take the thing that I love more than anything in the world and stop doing it. That's terrible advice. By the way, who decides what is practical? I don't care what's practical. I don't care. I define what is practical, and really, I don't like that word in the first place, and neither does she. She kind of gives the middle finger to what is practical, because it's not about what's practical. We're talking about building your career. We're talking about changing your life. And you are going to be confined to what other people deem as practical? No thanks. I was told that as a freelance writer, you could never make that much money. Writers are broke. I got the whole starving artist thing. And for years, I accepted that reality. And then I started to learn more about mindset and manifestation. I really started to embody the idea that there are no rules except the ones that I impose upon myself. This is something that Amanda talks about a lot in this book. We have a lot of control over what we choose to believe or discard. Guess what? I've got a content agency that is generating 6 figures a year. We write. My team and I write. That's all we do. We're doing that thing that everyone told me I would never make any money doing. So many of our beliefs and limitations are ingrained very early on in life, stemming back to our childhoods, and they're forced upon us by family and friends and our culture and society and religion, sometimes with well-meaning intentions. I know that some of the people in my life told me to go get a practical job because they wanted me to be stable. but those beliefs were still limiting and they were still false. You can choose not to accept those rules and those limitations. Whenever I feel imposter syndrome, which I also have a video on, or any self-limiting beliefs kind of popping up in my mind, this is what I do. I will say out loud, no thank you, I do not accept. I do not accept. I do not accept. People, this stuff really matters. And honestly, it's about even more than the money that you earn. Yes, this book is about money, but it's about a lot more than that. It's about taking anything in life that is limiting you and saying, get out of my way. And that's my attitude these days. If you are going to try to stop me or minimize me, get the F out of my way. I will bulldoze you. Check this book out. I bought it used on Amazon. It's a newer book and I think she's self-published, so I'm not sure libraries will be carrying it, but just look for it online. Again, I'm always very careful what I recommend to you. In everything I put on the internet, I never want to waste your time. I'm really serious about not having a lot of fluff or fillers in my videos and my blogs. I take your time seriously. You should take your time seriously. This book just really resonated with me. I thought it was really, really good. What self-limiting beliefs about money do you have? Drop it in the comments so I can help you squash it. Thanks for sticking with me through this video. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and tell YouTube that you like my content. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so that you are notified whenever I upload new content, and I'll see you next time.